And welcome back. Well, earlier in the program, we talked about the Champion Tree Program. It recognizes the largest tree species in Nebraska.
Right now, the Nebraska Forest Service is accepting nominations, and those interested in making a submission will need to know how to measure their tree correctly. Pure Nebraska reporter Kristin Bauer joins us now with more on just how to do that.
Good morning, John and Taryn. Well, there are guidelines for each nomination, including how to properly measure each tree. Joining me now with more on that is John DuPlissis with the Nebraska Forest Service. John, earlier in the show, we talked about the program. Now you're going to show me how to properly measure your tree before you submit it.
Exactly. So again, you can go online. It's nebraskaforestservice.unl.edu/champions, and anyone can nominate a tree. And so really there are 5 pieces of information we need in a nomination. The first is the location of the tree, just the street address where it can be found, the species, and then there's 3 actual measures we need: the height of the tree, the circumference of the tree, and then the crown spread, or the crown circumference. And so we're just going to walk through a couple of the quick measures to show folks their estimates. And what we want is for folks to nominate the trees. We'll field check and ground truth them. And so we'll just show you quick. First, during the break, we did the height of the tree, and we weren't going to show that to everyone today. It's not really an impressive thing to kind of watch and see. As we were joking, the best way to measure a tree is to cut it down. Measure the height of a tree is to cut it down, but we don't want to do that. So we estimate it, and now we'll show you a couple of the actual measures that we can take. And so we know height, so next we're going to get circumference, and then we'll do the crown spread. So with me is Kyle Martins. He's our communication specialist, and he's going to give me a hand with the tree measures. So let's do diameter.
All right, we only have about a minute, so we might just get to diameter here, but we will have more of that information online if you missed that.
So we take it at 4.5 feet above the ground, and so as I say, every forester knows where that is, so it's right about here. So we're going to give the tree a hug this morning, wrap our arms around it, and measure the diameter, or the circumference, excuse me, and so we're at about 6 foot 5 inches on this. And then the other thing we want is the crown spread.
All right, I'll follow you over here.
Yeah, and so what we're looking at is where the edge of the drip line is. So that's really the farthest extent of the crown. So Kyle's at one end, and I'm going to come over here to the other. And we're at about 62 feet.
Okay.
So our height is 60 feet, our circumference is 6 foot 5 inches, and our crown spread is 62 feet. So again, that with the address and the species, and this particular tree is a honey locust, sorry. And with those pieces of information, we can check against our current champion and see if this is the new one. On the points ranking, this one came out to 152. We noticed the state champion is just not too far from campus here, is actually 267 points on that scale. So this one's got a ways to go yet before it becomes the new champion.
All right.
But that's how the program works.
Okay, we're out of time this morning, but thank you very much for the demonstration. And you're giving me some exercise this morning, too. John and Taryn, I'll send it back to you.
That was good TV. A lot of movement.
that.
Thanks. Yeah, that was great. Thank you, Kristin.